There is one overlooked part of video editing that makes the biggest difference. It's not that fancy $6,000 cinema camera. It's actually the sound design. Every one of your favorite films and commercials uses more than just music and narration to tell their story. This isn't reserved for the big screen though. Your favorite Instagram videos from your favorite companies do this in every video, and you might just not have caught it. If you're a video editor and sound design has felt like a very scary task, or you just haven't taken the time to learn it, I'm gonna make it extremely simple and easy for you in this video today. And by the time you're done watching this, you're gonna have everything you need to start taking your videos from amateur to professional, from lame to great, with just one tool: good sound design.
Just like it's only noise.
What's going on? My name is Andres Tagliaferro, but you can just call me Tags. And on this channel, we talk about all things content creation and entrepreneurship. So if you're a content creator who wants to develop their craft and also wants to learn how to make money doing it, then this channel is gonna be the one for you. So make sure you subscribe and like this video so the YouTube algorithm continues showing you my videos on your feed. But before we get into exactly what you need to do and the best sounds to use and where to get them and all that stuff, I wanna actually look at a recent post by Nike. I don't know if you could tell, but Nike is one of my favorite brands when it comes to storytelling and filmmaking. I think it's super clear to see which businesses and brands choose to really invest into building out their creative, and Nike is definitely one of them and my favorite brand by far. So let's dive into this video, and I just want to look at it, take it at face value, and then we're gonna come back and analyze what made it dope. Okay, that's a great video, right? It was like engaging, it was fun, there was really cool elements. I mean, it had Mbappe in there and Wemby, so like it has to be dope. But what you think made it dope isn't what made it dope, and I'm gonna prove it right now. The camera angles, the really cool 360 camera thing, the quick whip pans and the masking, it's all dope and it works, and it's something you need to know to make your videos great. But that's not what made this video great, and I'm gonna prove it to you, because we're gonna watch it again as if it was edited by a beginner videographer who doesn't know anything about sound. Isn't it wild how much those ambient effects and all of that sound design actually impacted the pace of the video? If we were to edit it how most of us start editing videos, how you're probably editing your videos right now, it wouldn't be this sick Nike level commercial cut. It would just be another lame kind of not engaging video. The truth is that most beginner editors do this exact thing, especially with recap videos like the one I showed. They simply put a background song to it and call it a day. I mean, I'm talking from experience. This is something I used to do, and again, all of us go through it, but I leveled up my content by using effective sound design, and I want you to do it too. So let's actually break down exactly what's inside of this video that I can hear and that you can hear. And if you watch the video and you noticed even more than I noticed, then please go down and leave a comment. If I were to list out everything that I heard in the video that made it dope, is like, first thing, when you open the video, when you click on the video, when it appears on your feed, you hear the city that they're in. Okay, there's a really cool drone shot of the city kind of introducing where the all-stars are. And then you hear this ambient like city noise, and you hear this crowd. They're waiting for them to arrive. That was a strategic thing that they did, right? It makes that feeling of anticipation, like, oh, something's about to happen. Like all those commercials, those soccer commercials or football commercials, whatever you want to call it, where, you know, you can hear the crowd like waiting for the teams to come onto the pitch. That's what they did in this video. Super effective. It builds anticipation. You want to keep watching past the first 3 seconds. That's a very important thing. That's only done. It's not just because they use a drone shot that looked cool. It's because of that feeling that the sound is giving. But as you go throughout the video, you hear different things like, you know, scratch audio from the camera. That's something that I think videographers should make sure they use more of. If you're not shooting all of your video clips with some sort of external microphone, or maybe even if you don't, like if you're not incorporating the audio from the clips when you cut and you're just kind of like dragging and dropping just the video, leave the scratch audio on there and see what places you can use it in, like this video did effectively. I don't know if you noticed, but as the video is going, you can hear the claps coming, the people yelling, the people speaking and on the stage. The editor decided to add that scratch audio for 2 purposes: for pace, keep the pace up, and also for just engagement, right? If it's just a background song like we saw when we watched it, it's not engaging. So finding ways to spice it up in the edit with sound and adding the scratch audio does a lot more than you might think. And it's a super easy thing. You don't have to download anything. You just use the footage that you got. But just make sure that you're recording scratch audio. And if you can, when you shoot stuff, buy one of those little VideoMic Pros and just throw it on top of your camera so you actually get good scratch audio quality. Other things I noticed is the camera shutter sound effect. They had a lot of bass hits. If you listen to it with headphones, like they use bass hits a lot in the scene setting shots. So in any scenes where it's like a crowd or kind of wide angle, that bass hit makes it feel a little deeper. Then they use a lot of whoosh sound effects, those when there were any movements, they use those whooshes, and again, that's the name of the sound. Actually, I'm not just making it up. If you look at a sound library, which we're going to talk about, you can see it there. Not only are there whooshes, there's also whip sound effects. For quicker motion in video, they supply like a whip, like a those higher pitched whips are used to, you know, illustrate and add meaning to those movement shots. The last thing that I noticed that they use is they manipulate the sound of the actual music in certain parts to kind of break up the pace and keep it engaging instead of just leaving the background music playing. All of these little changes in the video that we watched is what made that video go from a lame recap video to like what Nike is known for, which is next level commercial storytelling, even in a freaking event recap. That's what I love about Nike. That's what I admire about Nike. And that's what I want to give businesses when I work with them. It's like, I want their business to stand out for like the quality, the excellence, right? And when using effective sound design, actually that's what you're doing. You're kind of establishing this like next level of production. You're adding production quality to the video to a level that hopefully seeing that before and after sound design had taught you that it really does make a huge difference. And so now that I listed them out, we saw it without it, I want to tell you exactly where you can find sounds like this. And this is not sponsored, unfortunately. Maybe one day this would be great. Epidemic Sound, hit me up. There's actually a website that I use called Epidemic Sound that has really good royalty-free music, and it also has royalty-free sound effects. There are a lot of sound libraries, and this is the part where it's not sponsored. There are other, you know, competing sound libraries like Artlist, and awesome brands with awesome sound libraries. I personally use Epidemic Sound, so I will suggest them to you. But I encourage you to get a subscription for one of these services because it's so worth it. If I go to my Finder window and I search for, you know, ES, I have like a library list of so many sounds I've downloaded over the years, and I use them and I integrate them in all my videos, and it makes it easy because it's already on my computer. I'm not having to search and Google and try to find it. So I encourage you, if you're a video editor or video content creation is a main part of what you do, even if you're not a freelance content creator, it's something to add to any video to make it level up. Even in this video, I don't know if you noticed, but when things come up on the screen, I use a mouse click button to, again, keep you engaged. In the intro, I am very aware that sound is very important, so I use different sounds like the shimmer sound effect or camera shutters, the keyboard typing whenever things come out. Like all of these elements I'm adding sound design to make you want to feel more engaged with it. I'm telling a story better thanks to that. It's not limited to just Nike level commercial stuff. It's like in any video you do, you want to incorporate a level of sound design that, you know, kind of just helps you tell the story, but more importantly, helps you introduce new things in the video. When videos occur, when videos are happening, what you're doing is you're adding new things in time, right? So every time something new comes up, some sort of thing is introduced to the video, having a sound accompany that is that next level framework. And so that's a great way to look at it. That's sound design, you know, explained by an amateur sound design creator. I'm not saying go and like hire some sort of orchestra to score out your tracks. You know, if you could do it, do it. But that's not what I'm saying. There is like an easy way of looking at sound design that will change your relationship with it. I don't know about you, but for me, when I was making the leap into understanding and learning it, it felt like a very heavy thing. Like it was gonna take up so much time, and it's such an annoying task. It was just something I held off on for a long time when I first started. And honestly, I think that's one of the biggest things that has made the difference in, you know, the things I can charge for my videos. The reason why people are okay with paying me X amount for this. It's because there's a level of production to my videos that supersedes just having a cool camera, that supersedes just being able to put clips together and add like a film burn effect. That's sound design broken down quickly into a concise video so you can understand it. I encourage you to keep doing it, and I hope that this video actually helped you get better at video editing and will make an impact in the way that you create content. If it did, make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment. Let me know exactly why you like this video so I know, and more importantly, let me know if you want me to talk about anything else on this channel, and I will take that into consideration when planning out my videos in the future. But if you like this video, I have a feeling you're gonna like this other video that's popping up on my face right now, where I go over things that will help you become a more effective video editor and get edits turned around faster, so you can get paid more and just be able to work on more projects. So if you're tired of being a slow editor, click that video. But remember, no matter where you are in your creative journey, if you're just a beginner or if you're solidified in your industry, just remember to stay grateful. And I'll see you over there. Peace.